Welcome to MovieBuzz 7. 3 million people are killed in a machine-human battle led by terrorist Harlan, Simu Liu, a humanoid artificial intelligence. The conflict takes place in the year 2043. Under Harlan's command, all kinds of AI-controlled robots, both military and non-military, revolt against people and get under their security measures. Under the direction of AL specialist Val Shepard, Lana Parrilla, Harlan was developed at Shepard Robotics. Alongside her 10-year-old daughter Atlas, Val trained Harlan. In the end, Harlan was in charge of nullifying every robot program and starting the war against people. After winning several battles against Harlan, the military forces of the newly formed International Coalition of Nations, ICN, force him to escape into space. Harlan threatens to return to complete the task he began in his parting note. Jennifer Lopez plays Atlas Shepard, an analyst who has a strong mistrust for artificial intelligence after 28 years. She looks for the robots that are on the run. After a vicious battle in which numerous human soldiers are slain, one of Harlan's AI operatives, Casca Decius Abraham Papola, is taken prisoner and subjected to questioning. Atlas is brought in by General Jake to question Casca, claiming that she is one of the ICN's brightest minds and that her analysis of Harlan has been faultless. According to Colonel Banks, Atlas is antisocial, emotionally unstable, because of her parents' early deaths, and unable to cooperate with others. Actually, the only commander in ICN who is open to cooperating with her is Jake. Pretending to be a hacker, Atlas claims to have located Harlan's location. By doing this, she deceives Casca into hiding that piece of knowledge in his code, giving Atlas access to Harlan's whereabouts. Atlas is attacked by Casca, but a force field keeps her safe. Then, Casca makes an attempt to emotionally harm Atlas by saying that her mother Val loved Harlan more than Atlas. Casca is destroyed by Atlas. After learning that Harlan has fled to a planet in the Andromeda Galaxy, Atlas demands to go with General Jake Booth, Mark Strong, on the military expedition to locate and apprehend it. Jake claims that although Atlas wants Harlan dead, ICN wants him to be alive so he can go back and change the bot's programming. In charge of the trip to the Andromeda Galaxy, Banks introduces Atlas to a new class of mechas that are connected to their pilots through neural connections. Even the artificial intelligence, AI, in the new mechanisms is communicating ideas, recommendations, and commands to the human brain through the two-way neural connections. While Val was the first scientist to work on neural interconnections, they were one-way in nature. Because his squadron of mechs is a mix of AI and humans, Banks claims that it will outperform Harlan's. Atlas continues to maintain that the quest to bring Harlan back cannot succeed without her and that she understands how he thinks. Harlan's drones assault the ICN Rangers orbiting ship just before they descend on the planet GR-39, outfitted with mech suits. As the ship is assaulted, Banks puts Atlas in a mech before she is blasted into space, forcing Atlas to enter one for survival. As the ship is destroyed, Atlas falls to the planet. Numerous more mech troops assist Atlas as she descends into the sky, protecting her from drones and the falling wreckage of their downed spacecraft. Atlas is told to activate her mech by using the neural link, but she refuses to do so and crashes her mech on the planet's surface. Even though Atlas still won't use the neural link, she is able to take rudimentary control of the mech thanks to the onboard AI, who goes by the name of Smith, Gregory James Cohan. By using the search feature, Atlas determines that it is 98 kilometers away from the closest rescue pod. Smith claims that the mech's range is just 32 kilometers, or 22 hours of battery life, due to damage to the fusion battery. The drones will shoot them down in the atmosphere if they use the jets on the mech. Atlas takes inventory of her mech's armament while she is moving. Smith follows Atlas's instructions and arrives at the designated drop place to discover the other Rangers have perished. When she discovers Banks's mech, it is empty. AI bots, including Casca clones, attack Atlas. Atlas is unable to flee and lacks complete control over her weaponry. She is heavily attacked, so in a panic, she begs Smith to set off an ion bomb, which destroys the AI bots and provides her with some relief. Atlas sustains a fractured leg when she falls through the sinkhole that the ion bomb causes. To fix her broken bone, Atlas turns on the mech's medical system. Smith requests once more that Atlas use the neural connection to increase their chances of surviving. Reluctantly, she consents to give Smith direct mental access, giving him further power over the mech. Smith discovers that Atlas experiences an emotional reaction to Harlan throughout the synchronization procedure. Smith is aware that Harlan betrayed Atlas when he was supposed to be protecting her. He swears to protect her. Atlas and Smith begin to synchronize as they grow to trust one another, and Atlas gains increasing access to Smith's skills. Atlas and Smith get close as they travel in the direction of a rescue pod, and she tells it that her mother was the one who built Harlan. Atlas is pursued by the Casca clone, who attacks her once more. However, this time, Atlas is better prepared and overcomes the Casca clone. She discovers that Casca has a short-range transmitter installed, indicating that Harlan's headquarters is not far away. Despite having little energy left, Atlas persuades Smith to go to Harlan's base so that it may be targeted for a long-range attack. She contends that all of the Rangers' sacrifices on the mission would have been in naught if they hadn't marked the base. Nevertheless, Smith gets incapacitated and hacked after setting up a beacon at the base. Atlas discovers that Harlan has seized command of the Diab, the Rangers' ship. After Atlas is taken prisoner, he is taken to Harlan, who intends to wipe off most of humanity while allowing the selected survivors to flourish under the AI's supervision. In order to accomplish this, Harlan had enticed the armed forces to the planet with the intention of stealing the ship and its carbon bombs, which will ignite Earth's atmosphere. Jake was able to catch Atlas's distress call before he was taken, and he responded by sending out a rescue crew. In order to get past Earth's defenses, Harlan takes security codes out of Atlas's brain, having already taken the first half out of Banks's brain, then abandons her to perish with Colonel Banks, Sterling K. Brown, the mission's lone survivor. Smith saves them when Atlas remotely reactivates him after Banks gives her his mech neural interface device. Atlas feels compelled to let Smith access more of her memories in order to reach 100% sync with her. Smith is further informed by Atlas that Harlan killed her mother when the young Atlas, envious of the attention her mother showed him, allowed Harlan unrestricted access to her thoughts. Atlas believed that if she were smarter, her mother would pay her more attention. Harlan thereby established a two-way neural link. Harlan realized that mankind was a risk to itself because of its history of destructive conduct, despite being trained to protect humanity from danger. When Val found the two-way connection, Harlan killed her before she could stop him. With Banks giving his life, by blowing up barrels of liquid thermite to clear their passage, Atlas and Smith battle their way out, destroying Harlan's ship before it could launch for Earth, and taking down Harlan in hand-to-hand combat. Smith assists Atlas in overcoming her remorse for her deeds. Throughout the battle, Harlan maintains the upper hand, and as a result of his relentless attacks, Atlas goes into cardiac arrest. Smith assumes command and keeps Atlas safe while it battles Harlan. Before Atlas is brought back to life following repeated defibrillation, a severely damaged Smith shuts down. While Harlan is occupied with eliminating Smith, Atlas ambushes him from behind and chops off his head. She strikes up a conversation with Atlas to help him feel more at ease as Smith turns down the power to give Atlas the remainder. To return Atlas to Earth, a rescue squad arrives. Atlas is notified back on Earth that it will require years to examine Harlan's intricate CPU. Now a Ranger, Atlas checks the most recent mech model made with her recommended changes. The AI of the new mech mimics a specific statement made by Atlas in the closing seconds of the mission and then playfully asks her to guess its name, implying that the Smith program has survived, when she powers it up. Thanks for watching.